All right, so with the EJ, price is currently rejecting this area right here, but I don't want to enter right this second because I see price could still like create a higher low. I want to wait until price actually pulls back up into this resistance range, successfully hold this resistance, and then I'll look for sells here. If that's not the case, there's also a minor area right here that I want to identify. So it wouldn't make any sense for me to get in any sells right this second. It's not on a good setup to get an even better setup, or it's not a good setup to prevent a loss. So for me, I would rather wait until price breaks below here. And if momentum does continue, wait for a break and retest here to look to get in here, stops above the resistance, and then look to target down into the lows and then so forth down to this area at 156, 550. And then if it breaks lower down into the 156, 400s, and then potentially down into this 4-hour zone down here for a longer term type of a TP. So that's the first area. Price has to actually close below here. Or if price pulls back up into this resistance range, I'll wait for the rejection here. And I'll look to take shorts down to this area first, and then same TPs here. Because if price can hold as resistance, this is valid. But if price breaks above, then there's another resistance and I'm looking at, and that's where the sells will be valid. So just want to see what this area is doing right this second.
That zone that you have right up underneath that's off the 5 minute chart of 15.
This one?
Yes,
5 minute.
5 minute open.
Yeah. All right, so what could potentially happen is one or two things right here at this area. If price, this could be an overlap where price breaks above it, comes back below, retest and continue to go short, or price could continue to go from here. Only one of the two can happen. Okay, price is rejecting this area again. You're breaking back below here. That's clean. Just clean. If price can continue to break below this low, sells are still valid. If price starts to break above this resistance, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut this position. Then I entered like right here when price broke back below this area, because price had already rejected it once, it rejected it again. And I entered right here, and now my stops are right above here. So how I'm going to manage this position, especially since price is in the overall range, is I'm just going to trail my stops below. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trail two of my positions. So if price breaks above here, I'm closing two of the positions, and I'm going to hold one of them and let price fluctuate, because price could come back up, give me a lower high, scale back in again, and we could keep on riding with this position. All right, cool. So I closed two of the positions, and I have one of them still running right now for price to either continue to drop, and I still have a position, flowing for if price does want to continue to drop. And then if price does want to retrace, I done already secured two positions. Now it's easy to just flow with the trade, and then if there's another opportunity, just get back in and just flow with the rest of the movement. Because look at that. As soon as I like close the positions, price shoots all the way back up, and this is why I have the trade management strategy the way that I do, and why I always like to secure profits, because I can always get back in again. This is the next resistance range. So how I'm going to manage this position, since my entries were right here. So what I'm gonna do right here, since my stop loss is basically at break even, call it is basically at break even right here, I can scale in again. If price does continue to drop, I can scale in again, and have this position risk free, and then this one right here, if I do get in again right here, if I get that rejection for price to continue to go short, this would just be like a risk trade. But I'm already secured two positions, so now I can just let this trade flow. Still letting this position just flow to see what it does. Definitely would not mind taking a break even hit on this one, since I done already secured two of the positions. If this candle closed as a rejection, then I'll look to 18 seconds left. I'll look to add some more positions and look to target down into that 156, 640, which is that negative 27 extension. It rejected. I want to see if price can start breaking. Well, that 1 minute time frame isn't clean, but if price can start breaking below the lows of that 1 minute candle, then I'll look to start adding more positions potentially. But if price doesn't and continues to keep pumping up, then like I said, I'll just get stopped at break even. If price gets back down to this low right here, what I'm gonna do, because I added 2 more positions once price started breaking below the low. So I got in again right here. Right here. Stops are right here, basically at this break even point. And I'm looking to target down into this -27 extension here, but I'm still looking to target to this first area support, because what could happen is price could come down to here, create a higher low, and continue to drop at this point in time. I mean, not continue to drop, continue to go up at this point in time. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. If price gets down into this overall zone right here. If price gets down into this overall zone, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. If I get a bearish candlestick, I'm gonna hold all the positions. If I get the rejection candlestick, I'll close 2 again and let one of them run. And then if price closes like as a full on like double bottom bullish candlestick, I'll just close all the positions. And I potentially would rather just wait until I get a full break and retest to actually of this area to actually continue to go short here. So now that we're in the zone, this is where it comes to the trade management. If price closes as a bearish candlestick, I'm holding all the positions. If it closes as a rejection candlestick, I'm closing 2 of them. And if it gets here and rejection closes like as a bullish candlestick, I'll close all the positions. Just closed 2 of the positions. Now I have 1 position running. And the reason why I still have 1 position running, because market structure, like looking at this 1 minute time frame, market structure is still valid. Market structure is still being, lower highs, this high right here, lower high, price is still creating lower highs. This could be a potential descending triangle. I don't know if you guys know what a descending triangle is, but the descending triangle right here where price is creating these lower highs, maybe boom, boom, and then actually break below here, which is why I closed 2 of them, but I still want to have 1 position running for price to potentially break below here. That's 2 rejections. Let's see if this one starts to break. The 5-minute candle actually looks beautiful as well. The 5-minute candle actually closed below this previous candle right here. So I want to see if price can continue to drop below here, then that's a good sign for price to potentially get down to this -27 extension. So price is about to hit TP here pretty soon. So what I'm going to do now with this position to mitigate the risk even more, since remember, these entries were right here. The first entries were right here. The second entries were right here. So instead of my stops being up here and then my stops being up here, now my stops can be above this area of resistance. Because if price starts to break all the way back above here, price could come up here. So now I can let this trade flow and have my stops above here. So if price breaks back above here, I'm going to just get out the trade. If price breaks above this 1 minute high, I'm getting out. Boom. Position closed. I am fully out of all of the positions right now. Beautiful 30-minute. I think it was a 30-minute. No, I was already in the trades before I got on the call with you guys. Maybe 40-minute, but beautiful 40-minute trade.